Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Simtrax Broadcasting as we are hosting the National Oval Racing Association tonight. NORA is looking to kick off here at COTA. Let's go ahead for another three-letter kind of crunch down here with the Circuit of the Americas is where we're going to land tonight. 3.4 miles is this track, which is a very, I've got to say, probably the longest track these guys are going to race this season. And these guys right now are trying to put down some solid times. We're looking at Joey's stats as we speak. Dylan Dunford, Jake Christenberry. Some of these guys have been looping it around just a little bit out there because they just aren't able to get these cars really snugged up to the track as well as they would like. As we see right now, Christenberry shooting through the chicane here in the Toyota. So far, so good as his Toyota is sitting right now in 7th position. We're definitely going to have a heck of a race here tonight, and I guarantee you, there, with as much track as there is, it's going to be hard to really be in every single place at the same time, but dreaded turn 11, I guarantee you we're going to spend a lot of time out there tonight, seeing how many guys are just going to head down that stretch, have to hit the brakes hard, make a quick left, and not send it into the sand, and try to keep this thing at least close. I would probably guess that a lot of our guys out here have been doing a lot of practicing, a lot of patience is going to have to be used here tonight, and probably a few favors here and there to try not to end up killing each other. Joining me here along the night, who's feeling much better than she was last week, Stella. Talk to me a little bit about COTA here and kind of how this track came around.
Well, this track hasn't been around like some of our old ones, Darlingtons, Talladegas. It opened in 2012, but it wasn't until 2021 that NASCAR chose to come and play here. It is the first track in the U.S. to be purposefully built as a Formula One track. But they went ahead, added some of these curbs, rumble strips, and additional barrels, as well as an extended pit wall when NASCAR decided to come run. It's a 3.46 mile track with 16 to 20 turns, depending on what configuration they've chosen. And that from the start line up to turn 1 is your largest elevation change. Overall, it's 133 feet of elevation change on this track, which makes it a pretty cool road course.
Yeah, as we saw both Christenberry and Cody Height head into that turn. We are sitting here looking at a 41-lap race here tonight. Stages will consist of lap 9, lap 18, and from 18 on, then they've got to race it to the end. 60% fuel limit, 4 sets of tires down in pit. Of course, no fast repairs. I'm your lead producer here tonight, Patrick Morrison. Stella joining me here as the side broadcaster, and Christopher Height sitting up in the booth, and boy, he's going to have really his head on a swivel, more like an owl. He's got to swivel his head around all over the track to find where these guys are going to try to take off here and really end up trying to at least make a decent race here tonight. Most cautions that you will see here tonight, if there's a caution, will end up being just a sectional caution. It will not be bringing the entire field to a grinding halt. If somebody sends it off the track, they're going to slow it down and go at it again. Turn 1 is going to be really the killer, and you'll see that right above the word configuration. It says Grand Prix right there. That is turn 1 right above those words, and it's kind of a hairpin turn back to the left, and that's going to be where we're going to see most of our drivers here tonight end up make a break here of the night at the beginning. A lot of guys are going to end up sending it from the back to the front, and you know, we're going to have somebody from somewhere in the 20s try to shoot into the top 5 around that turn. Hopefully not. Hopefully everybody minds their P's and Q's and able to start to the front. But I've got to say, if you're in the front, you're likely to stay in the front. As we saw this weekend, even in real life with William Byron, he scored on the pole and won the race. So it's really, really good to be out front during the race at the start. Trying to fight from the back like Christopher Bell or Ty Gibbs was, you just saw, it was just so much harder for them to try to fight through the field to get back up to the front, and even lapped cars will end up causing huge problems. Just, whoop, there we go. There's turn 11.
Oh my!
Well,
I think at Mario Kart he missed the arrows going turn left, turn left.
Yeah, well, that as we kind of say, take a look, Christenberry, he's kind of he was pretty fast out there. Right now, he's actually slowing down a good bit. This being an open qualifying session, many other drivers, are out there on the track. They've got a couple different areas. I guess they're trying to spread themselves apart. I don't blame them here. We can try. This is Logan Monteith. He's slinging by. And right now, some of these guys are pretty happy with where they have qualified, and qualifying should be wrapping up here. 10 minutes is what they were allowed, and everything should be kind of crunching down and being complete now. So on to, let's see. Right now, these are our guys here, top 5, sitting with Malone, Kleba, Patty, Bird, and Arthur. Not bad, as Ryan Patty was our winner of last week. He's looking to kind of resume and try to go 2 for 2 here. That may be possible for him. Stella, we've seen a lot of guys try to do the same thing, but it's just not. I've got to say, it's not that easy. You're trying to go back to back, especially in a league like this where it's so extremely competitive. I seriously doubt we may see any back to backs at all this season.
In our first 4 races, we had 4 different winners, so that says a lot for the talent that is in this, not just D-talent, that's in this league.
Yeah, well, we're going to try to keep an eye on that. Right now, Jacob Malone, he is the one on top. Dalton Tucker's right now sitting in a comfortable 6th spot. He would love to come away with a little bit faster. Right now, he is speeding something crazy here through Section 4. So right now, he's on a tear. Might be trying to reset this line here just a little more to see if he can squeak on through. Right now, he had a solid Section 2 of a 31.56. Here's his roll to the line. And we'll see if that's going to do it for him as he rounds around the last turn. Come on. That should be it. Tucker looks like 6th place is going to be where he sits. No can do. No more left. Oof. As he apparently is not happy with that car to the backup one he's going to go.
My heavens.
Yeah, Tim Harper's still trying to clean this lap up a little bit. Stella, 24 drivers have come out here and at least laid down 1 lap. That still gives me 9 drivers who have not gone out even onto the track to qualify. They're just going to go ahead and try to outlast the storm. Oddly enough, a big name who did not qualify. Blake Hoppy, who is sitting in the 11 Toyota. He is not qualifying here tonight.
Well, I do have a couple fellas that are not to qualify this evening due to a few cause cautions from last week, but Hoppy is not one of them.
Well, that's going to be kind of a bummer. I guarantee you'd like to at least start somewhere in the middle. Even if he started 11th or 12th around Logan Kais or Josh Conover. That would have been a pretty good gig there if they could get away with it. But that should do it for us as we get ready to lock and load here, get onto the track, and start putting some laps down. Got a few miles to get through here, but we're definitely going to see how this goes. I know for certain this is going to be a difficult one. The guys are going to be having multiple opportunities to try to see if they can get through this track. Now, Stella, I'm hoping when guys do come down pit, now I'll kind of question you a little bit later on, and I think that's why I'm trying to kind of place out there is do guys when they pit take tires? I've seen multiple races where guys take tires and it actually slows their vehicle down.
Ew.
Yeah, now you and I have been over there with the Racing Revolution, and that is actually what ruined Justice Murphy's race. As he took tires when he shouldn't have, and that ended up giving Parker Johnson the win.
Yeah, well, he actually, it was a mistake. He did not intend to take tires, but that's what happens sometimes when you're running and you're running fast and you just miss a click.
Yeah. Well, okay, then even we'll head back to the Daytona Roval, back with Justice Murphy. out in the lead, and Trevor Earhart actually took 4 tires, and it ended up
Okay.
slowing him down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
caused
sure
a
these guys have done their practice and they know, at what point of where they need to come in and do their thing. But I think need to get to the read off,
yeah,
they're
that we
lining up
do.
for it.
Also consider our pace lap is probably going to be somewhere around 3 minutes. So we'll go ahead and run it down. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to that starting grid where Jacob Malone looks like the power of the Beaver Nuggets comes into play here as the 69 machine sits on the pole. Sitting number 1 next to him will be Dustin Kleba. Following on through, last week's winner, Ryan Patty, will be sitting 3rd. Ryan Bird sits 4th. That leaves us with Vincent Arthur and Dalton Tucker to make up row number 3. Tim Harper, 7th spot next to Cody Smith. Smith will be taking an eye and see if that Home Depot car can get on a roll. He's got a lot of work to do to get back to the front. Cody Height changed up the paint scheme a little bit here. I know he was more in the red, white, and blue car. Now we're in the Black Rifle coffee machine. He'll be sitting 9th next to Logan Kais. Kai's back here fumbling around trying to get, I think, in the head already of Josh Conover, who sits in the 48. Right now he'll be starting 11th as next to Aaron Krolick. These guys are already notice how they don't want to bend any panels quite yet because they are going to be hammering it into turn number 1. That moves us to Kevin Gunther, Matthew George for 13th and 14th. Cameron Thompson sits in the number 2 car, sits in 15th next to Adam Kulikowski, which will be in that 16th spot. Stella, we are moving on to Jake Christenberry and Logan Monteith for row number 9. Way back in the back here, we are already trying to catch up to Gladelick here as he sits 19th next to Tyler DeTalent. DeTalent will be looking to fight his way back to the front as he starts top 20. Dylan Dunford has been looping it a bunch out here tonight during practice. He's going to be seeing if he can fight back to the front in the number 8 machine next to Thomas Walter. Cody Dorsey sits in the 23rd spot. He's going to move on through next to Scott Kerberg. Kerberg looking to have a better race than he did last time. Unfortunately, his race ended up getting all messed up. Senchak, Couch, Stats, Harville, Rochelle Hoppy move on to 30th positions, giving us to Blair Patterson, Nick Gillis, and John Caudle as we get off to the green flag here, and you see him already mashing here for turn number 1. That is a nasty turn here, as we've already got guys looping it around. That's why I was saying this is the make or break of the race, and one of our top drivers of Ryan Bird is around. 27 positions lost as he flies back to 31st.
Yeah, we've got at least 3 guys in the grass on that one turn. Let's get back together and ride a little safer than that. Can't win it on lap 1.
Yeah, Jacob Malone looking to see if he can win this race right off the start. Fantastic job. Unfortunately for Ryan Bird, 27 positions lost, 16 lost by Adam Kulikowski. He's in the 45 machine. Right now, I do not see John Caudle out there on the track. He's looked like that number 6 has fumbled here. He's not getting a start. Now getting back to the front here as Scott Kerberg, I believe, in the 14. Remember I said he was looking for a better race? Doesn't look like this time. 32nd as he drops down. Dylan Dunford, I believe he's looped it now. Boy, and that's one of the things here, Stella, as we kind of look as these guys are fumbling around here in the back. Let's get up front where we see guys really smashing it together here and trying to go for some positions. Definitely some positional play will be made here. Guys slicing back and forth. You see Jacob Malone passing us here, and the battle right now should be underway here for that 2nd spot. Bump out of the way. Patty off the surface, and Vincent Arthur gets his 3rd position gained as he now secures 2nd. Puts the 56 machine Toyota in the back into the rearview mirror. Vincent Arthur captures it, and now he's looking to drive away with it. But his solid moves here so far, as you see right now, Josh Conover is sitting top 5. Tim Harper sits 9th. Cameron Thompson gaining 5. He's hitting 10th. And Jake Christenberry with terrible qualifying time, but his race time's looking pretty solid here as he's moved from 17th to 12th.
Yeah, this is pretty good. At least now we've seemed to have a line where they are staying in the middle of the track, or at least on the edges. There's a whole 50-foot wide batch of track here. Oh, jeepers. Somebody just went off. Pick a line and hold it to it.
Yeah, a couple guys still trying to hold on to it. Stella, as these guys get around these turns and they slice on through, it's a lot harder seeing that who's braking, who isn't braking, who's trying to hold on to it. As you saw even in the background, I know who you were
Yes.
looking at, Cody Dorsey. He's already having a night. All right, about to Gladelick here. He had trouble during practice as well. Hopefully he's tightened up that race car. He still remains back here in the 20th position or so, but let's get up front where Vincent Arthur is still trying to run down Jacob Malone. But Malone, holy cow, this guy is rolling. Right now, out front, staying out front, not even being contested as of yet. But right now, all it takes is one little fumble here from Malone looping it, and around he's going to go. So Vincent Arthur, closest driver here so far, gets a solid cut. But interesting line here by Arthur doesn't seem to pay off as Jacob Malone, quick on the draw, makes an easy turn and already puts another 5/10 between him and Vincent Arthur for second place.
Yeah, I'm really surprised because I looked at Malone and he was starting to run the edge of the grass. If that's his preferred line, I think there's going to be a few people that are going to test him for that first place.
Yeah, well, we'll take an eye as we kind of poke around occasionally as we look on through. I believe the 20 of Cody Smith, ooh,
Yep.
using a little bit extra pavement there as he slings off the track. Little too heavy into the turn, but he still maintains 8th position here so far. And right now, he is having a heck of a time. We'll sit inside and take a look at kind of the handwork here. As he's trying to floss on around, no can do.
There we go. Nice turn right. I know that's uncomfortable for some of these fellas, but you can do it.
Yeah, the racing seat has to change just a little bit for these guys to make those rights than the unusual, than the usual left. But you see each time with that much power underneath the hood, sometimes this thing wants to snap loose on you.
Now I have to ask, is he in first gear?
Yes.
Well, now second. Oh my heavens.
And big time throttle controls. You see him trying to sling through the turn. He's trying to hold on to it. But not bad here, as right now Cody Smith gets a good turn. That's turn 1. Already we have somebody sliding up toward the front. Looks like everything stayed pretty solid here. Conover still in a comfortable 5th. Right now, fastest on the track is still Jacob Malone with a 24:17, but a 24:27, or 2 minutes 14:27 is where Vincent Arthur now sits. That is his fastest here of the night. He's never been that fast so far. As this lap 3 is underway, so far his section 2 is unbeatable. But Ryan Patty is even faster through section 1 and 3. So we'll keep an eye as that 56 Toyota might have something for him here. And what you'll end up seeing here is, whoop, a little loose there. As Patty loses a spot here to Kaliba. That's going to hurt a little bit if he wants a podium position. So now they're going to drag race.
Nice new paint job there. The Geico Gecko in his military fatigues.
Nice. Yeah, watch that turn. Just so hard. And no, it doesn't look that bad, but it is. Dalton Tucker slings off. He took the Cody Smith route.
But amazingly, I don't think he lost a spot in that.
No. And there's a reason they run that extra pavement out there. Once guys do hit the grass or start hitting these sand barriers, damage does occur.
Okay.
Yeah, right now Hoppy in trouble, Kerberg as well, as these guys are way, way, way off pace. It looks like Kerberg may be our first guy to end up a lap down.
Well, John the Talent is out there rooting on Tyler. And I must say thank you very much for the well wishes last week. My voice is about maybe 95% now, but it wasn't terrible last week. So thank you for your good wishes.
Yeah, first driver down pit road. It looks like Everett Counts.
Oh, nope.
A lot of damage.
Yes.
Come on. Give me something better than that. All right, let's see what happened to Counts. Is this... Oof!
Oh, we actually had a car-to-car contact here.
Yeah, let me see if we can find out what causes this. Here's the slide, 32. Oh, he
Oh,
comes back
oh.
onto the track. Reverse.
Back up,
Reverse.
back up. Yeah. Oh.
And the 3 of Guileless, he gets the worst of it here, so that's gonna bite. So right now, down to the garage, Everett counts. And this here is Guileless. That's what he did. Kind of blew his car to pieces.
But
So,
he can still race without it, right?
yes.
Okay. Oh. We had a change with Arthur and Malone up in the lead while this was happening.
Yes. All right, so we'll kind of take a peek at it here on lap 4. This is where the passing originally started. Oh, we locked him up.
Little break, yep. I guess that would be the equivalent of keeping him on the high side so he couldn't come back down out of the grass.
Yep. This is where Malone starts taking him back again. Hard break. Yeah, Vincent Arthur just kind of waiting him out there.
He did. But he's not giving up without a fight.
Yeah, the hardest part is Malone not following. Is he'll start following Vincent Arthur's line, and right now Malone needs to run his line. Interesting breaks there, as you can see, all 4 rotors are starting to glow.
Yeah.
So some guys you'll notice that the rears will actually glow more due to a brake bias change. They head through the chicane here, already chasing Jacob Malone, trying to get Vincent Arthur here. And I don't know if he's going to have anything for him. Let's get inside. Yeah, Malone said, boy, he's driving with some intent here. Just nailed his fastest section 1. Apparently he does not want to be sitting in second. Stage break at lap 9. What I would be doing if I were Jacob Malone is start taking a few notes right now of what Vincent Arthur is doing as the tires start wearing in, as this is the turn where they passed.
Okay. Yeah, all it took was one quick lockup, like you say, and that was the end of that suit.
Yeah, well, Vincent Arthur had been kind of definitely squatting and waiting on him to make that mistake. Yep. Oh, man, did that car straighten out. You saw him get ready to make the cut, and then the car started straightening out. Excellent job by Jacob Malone, not sending it through the turn. Now he's getting a little uptight. As you notice, he's hopping that turn. Car actually coming off the ground, re-landing back down. And the 69 Ford will remain in second position here as he still continues to play chase with Vincent Arthur here in the front. We'll keep an eye and see if there's any difference out there. Let's rotate back to Cody Smith yet again. He's pretty close to getting a hold of Dalton Tucker here. Dalton Tucker is, right now, he hasn't moved any at all here so far. Still remaining in 6th position. Right now trying to see if we can find a soft spot here in Dalton Tucker's game. Right now he may think the same thing as Jacob Malone did. Definitely make that run, aim for the inside, but as soon as the car straightens out, that ended up doing it. Excellent job there. I like how the 20's making a run. Boy, watch this here, Stella. Right now you're getting ready to see Cody Smith try to line him up for turn 1. Sends it in a little deeper here. Get ready for the hook. Yeah, there it is. Clean pass. Cody Smith gets around Dalton Tucker. And now he moves up to 6th. That gives him 2 here on the night, even though he's ended up spinning out just a little bit. But the hard part is yes, continue after the pass, continue your run. What you don't want to do is now try to outrun him, because now you're going to end up spinning yourself out.
Right.
So what you'll see is you'll see guys get out front, they'll do okay, and then he's got to settle down. Get back into your groove, hit your marks, make your drive. So Malone's still getting close, about 0.3 of a second off there. We are keeping an eye up toward the top. See if Malone's going to try to get him here. Right now, Malone with a couple of fantastic turns here. He's about rubbing bumpers with him now. Boy.
Yeah, definitely tell what octane he's using in that gas tank.
Yep. Well, Stella, remember, this is the turn. Malone's been trying to set him up on this one. Oh, yeah, here it is.
He'd have to cut, and then, ooh, no. No, Arthur
Man.
had more going. And,
Hold on. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Malone to the inside. Here it comes, trying to pressure Vincent Arthur. Got to hit the brakes, slice him up, drive it in again. Into the inside. Malone regains the lead here for about a blink of an eye. Vincent Arthur pulls away and gets clear of him yet again. Right now, Jacob Malone having an excellent drive here so far. This is beautiful what we're seeing. Top of Jacob Malone's car here. And right now, we're getting ready to rally for the Beaver Nuggets here. Right now is Vincent Arthur out in front.
Out in the grass, too.
Yeah, well, definitely, Stella, you notice they're using up as much of that track.
Yes.
And notice how some of the pavement is painted red and some of it is painted green, so they do have a little bit of wiggle room there on the outside, beyond the rumble strips. What they don't want to do is make any kind of mistake. Ooh, man, what a gutsy move there. And interesting enough, right now I thought Jacob Malone had the run, and blocking ended up becoming Vincent Arthur. He was right in the way. I'm sure Jacob Malone would have loved to give him a little nudge there, but he decided not to.
Good, good. Nice clean racing.
Yep, and speaking of clean racing, let's get back here to Dalton Tucker. Tucker got him.
Oh, got him.
Tucker passes Cody Smith yet again, got him, and retains and gets his position back.
You gotta love the face of that baby on the side as he goes past you.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, let's check on somebody who's been moving a bunch here so far, Corey Harville. Corey's moved up 14 positions in his 77 Toyota out there, still rocking. Excellent job. Jake Christenberry's gained 4. That's the 93 car right in front of him. And the 26 Chevrolet of Tom Senchak. Now, he made it through that turn 1 fiasco that we saw. He has slid up 13 positions. No! Just as we catch up to him here, around he goes. Senchak, unfortunately, down to 19th. Still losing some positions. He's got to get that thing going here. 21st.
Ouch.
All right, let's get back up front with a battle for the lead here. Jacob Malone finally got him. That's the turn he was looking for. Malone back out front here in the middle of lap number 7. And watch Vincent Arthur. He's going to be trying to run this one. Now, Stella, some guys, what they can do is a little experience. Follow behind the guy. Remove a little bit of the draft off the rear wing that he needs badly. Wait for him to get into that turn. Vincent Arthur gets a little bit loose, heads to the outside. And then Jacob Malone passes once again. So Malone sliding through these turns. Man, oh man. You almost feel where this guy's come from. They ain't circle track racing. He's definitely been a road course guy.
Yeah, it's interesting also to see that he is a Ford. So far in NASCAR, no Ford has won at Circuit of the Americas.
Oh, yeah, well.
So he is blazing a trail.
Yep, right now there are only 3 Fords in the top 10. Jacob Malone sitting in our number 1 spot. Dustin Kleba sitting in 4th. And it looks like Tim Harper rounding out our top 10 sitting in his Ford. Mostly riddled with Chevrolets and Toyotas. Toyotas are only 3 Chevrolets. They should go ahead and occupy the following 4 positions. With Vincent Arthur, Josh Conover, Dalton Tucker, and Cody Height. Still here up front. Right now we are waiting to see if Jacob Malone can stay out front here, as he is desperately trying to stay away from Vincent Arthur. Arthur is all over him like white on rice here. This is looking pretty close. Estella, notice how how much of this track they do use here. They slide to the outside, they slide to the inside. Oh, speaking of inside, there's the knock.
Yes, I was going to say, we've also got somebody, Patty, sneaking up from behind there. Talk about taking away your downforce.
Yeah, well, Ryan Patty is pretty close here, within a second of the lead. As these two continue to battle back and forth, that is allowing Patty to catch up. Patty would love to have an opportunity here, but man, that is not the kind of turn Jacob Malone had last time when he made that pass there from Vincent Arthur. Moving through, notice how Patty is making the sneak move here. Definitely is catching up. Let's see if we can ride atop this camouflage machine and see what happens. turn by Malone, Stella, I don't know. These guys, I'd just be... Right when you get to a turn getting that slow, those guys are creeping down around that 40-mile-an-hour mark, which is very unusual when we see guys running around 180.
Oh, yeah. That is wild because in here, I mean, they can have an average speed of like 75 miles an hour. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we did it again as we sit atop Ryan Patty. Right now, this should be our first caution showing out. And this should be them racing to the line. Jacob Malone will come away with the stage 1 win here. Vincent Arthur and Ryan Patty sit 1, 2, and 3. Fantastic job. Let's check in on Cody Smith. Woo! Quick little lock up there as he's trying to run down. Right now, that looks like Cody Height in front of him. Right now, Smith has lost not 1 but 2 positions. We saw him get passed by Dalton Tucker. Cody Height is the next one, but no can do. That looks like that's going to slow it down just a bit. Let's check back here with Logan Monteith, who sits 20th. And where's our guy who accidentally looped it? Where is he?
Let's see, which one?
That ain't right.
Now, I have a question to ask. This time, I noticed we were on lap 8 when the stage caution came out, and you said they were racing to the line. So in a road course, they can still change positions once the yellow flag has come out?
Yes and no. They should be racing for the line. If they do it old school style, they should be still racing for the line. Right. I would say you would throw the caution out, letting everybody know if a pass were to occur, that race control would then take over after that.
Oh, okay.
And they'll say, yep, there was a pass before the line. Because throwing the caution, normally you try to wait for the top 10 to make it through.
Exactly.
And it seems we've thrown it before, so maybe just a little quick on the gun here. But that's okay.
Unless there was actually a caution somewhere for lap 8 on the track?
No. I wouldn't think so. I can take a peek here on lap 9 and see if there's anything that happened. Because it's saying there was something back there with Ryan Patty on lap 9. There's no way. And then it's saying Dustin Kaleba may have had an issue. No.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, Jacob Malone sits on the pole, finishes the stage in first. Vincent Arthur moves up 3 positions to sit second. Ryan Patty remains in third. Dustin Kaleba loses 2, drops down to 4th. Josh Conover gaining 6. So outside the top 10, into the top 5. Yeah. Dalton Tucker remains in 6th. Cody Height moves up 2 to 7th. Cody Smith snugs back into 8th where he originally started. Tim Harper drops down a couple, down to 9th, and gaining 3, breaking into the top 10 is Kevin Gunther. Now, the 55 Toyota, I have not seen the 55 Toyota much, but that he is the owner of a team down there, and I'm glad to see he's up here in the top 10. Try to show his guys what he's got to do.
Yeah, and that's always good, leading by example. That should be Full Send Motorsports?
I believe so.
Yeah. Along with Adam Kulikowski, Ryan Patty, and Christian Snyder.
Yeah, not bad by all our guys here so far. Ryan Patty showing up tonight. Stella, we were there for the last race.
Bristol?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we were there for Bristol. And what I'm getting at is, I'm sure you stayed around for some of the interviews there at the end, and I don't think anyone we talked to was confident about this race. There was nobody happy with what was going on, what they were planning to do, and how they were going to come into this track. Practice is all they could say, but yes, practice, but at some point it's going to take a lot of skill here. Let's take a look and see if the leader, Jacob Malone, should be working his way down pit. Big question here tonight. Do they take tires?
I don't know.
We'll have to
find
see.
Out.
Yeah, we'll have to see. As high above we are. Looks like everybody's deciding to come on in. I think that is Scott Kerberg, who is looking to get a lap back here.
Ah, then Guileless you would think too, but he has taken it to the pit.
Yeah, and Kralik.
Kralik. Yeah.
Yeah, Guileless, I
Okay.
think, just had too much damage.
Oh, is he out?
No,
He.
he's been in pit for almost 9.5 minutes here.
Oh my heavens. Okay. All right. I'm seeing some tires.
Woohoo. Yeah, and already early strategy. Notice who's in third.
Ooh. Did they make contact? They don't make contact anywhere in pit lane, right?
Yes, they can. They can nudge once they're out of the boxes.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they're going to be bumping around a little bit. Jacob
Might have
Malone
been a
going to be
little.
looking to be on the loud pedal quick. Right now, he'll be starting next to Dalton Tucker here.
Wow. And Patterson and Kralik are in 1 and 2.
Yeah, they should be...
Yes. I think we're only looking at about an 11 lap window for gas with these guys. Anybody who didn't come down, I would be very surprised and curious as to what their intentions are.
Well, especially with the pace car lights out. It's
Yeah.
not like they're dragging out for an extra lap here.
Yeah.
And Kerberg should have gotten his lap back, as you see him trying to tear around the track here pretty quick. Now figure he's got to tear around the track, get back to the front, get back, fuel up, and then try to catch back up to the pile. This is going to be...
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is not going to be good here. Let's take a look. All right, now we're looking at the 14. That's everybody making through the squeeze.
Yikes. And he'll be coming in where that little 3 is, because I take it that's probably Guileless sitting in the pit.
Yep.
Okay. Yeesh. Don't speed in the pit, buddy. Whatever you do.
Oh, I gave it to him. He's got to get there as fast as absolutely possible. Because that's going to be a hard hang-up here. All right. Let's get back here to our pile. Guys getting their tires warmed up for the ones who got the freshies. There's some guys who decide not to take 4 tires, Corey Harville and Jake Christenberry. They didn't take, if they did, they took 2. Only 7 seconds. That's a toss-up whether it was fuel only. Dalton Tucker only took 2 with 8.5. So we'll see if that pays off for him, because he should be up into the front. Blair Patterson with a 29 position gain will be sitting in that front row there with Aaron Kralik. We'll see. It'll probably be the best thing that we've got here. All right. Well, no choose cone here. We're getting ready to get going here. Kralik falling behind, trying to get going. I'm looking to see 14 looks like pitted and backed out.
Oh, wow. He's going to be racing for his life not to get lapped. Now, okay, I've got one for you. These guys, if the pit car comes off now, they're going to come around, they hit the start-finish line, they take off. Is 14 allowed to take off too?
Oh, no!
Oh, nuts.
Tires not heated up.
Don't take off yet. Is he allowed to take off when the green flag, even though he's still on a pace lap?
Yes, as far back as he is, he can continue. The thing what they don't want doing is him full speed and then getting there. Yeah, no, I wasn't going to point out Cody Dorsey looping it here. All right, what do you say we try to get a better view of turn number 1 this time?
Okay.
Let's take a look. Here they come. Making the turn, definitely the squeeze. The number 2 of Cameron Thompson trying to full send. Oh!
They call this turn Big Red. I can't imagine why.
Holy cow, Blair Patterson.
Come on. You can
Holy
do
cow, I
it.
think that was Ryan Bird that's sliding all around. This right here. Oh, Ryan Bird, hold on. After turn number 1 didn't go so well, let's get to our front guys. Kralik in the lead. Vincent Arthur gets around Jacob Malone. Malone now sits 3rd. Kais is 4th. Dalton Tucker now 5th. Dalton Tucker only taking a couple of tires here. Looks like he got the worst of it through turn 1. Ryan Patty sits 6th. Cleve is 7th. Height is 8th. Thompson is 9th. Conover sits 10th. Oh, no!
No!
Conover, hard hit.
I was just going to ask, where was he? Oh, that was not. Ooh. Well, it looks like he's sticking in 23rd. Was looking for him up in the top 10 there. He came out of pit kind of rough too, didn't he?
Yeah, dropping down 24th now. Conover's going to be playing chase here. Boy, oh boy, has he got a gaggle of cars in front of him here.
Does.
Right now, Malone has got to make up about a second here to catch up to Arthur if he wants to recapture the lead. Kralik did not pit, so I'm interested to see when he does come down to pit. You're saying an 11-lap window here for Kralik.
Yeah, the last time we ran COTA here in the Cup cars, the fuel window was 11 laps. So if they stretch it, they've done some very interesting tuning.
Okay. Now, lap number 12 underway here. Says we had some problems back here with Kyle Rochelle. I think he's around. Getting mashed up there a little bit. Let's see what happens to Kyle Rochelle. Oh, he's not stopping. Oh, he's not stopping.
Oh, wow. Just straight on through till morning.
Yeah, give it to the 15 of Gladelick there. He's got some unnecessary damage there to the left front fender. You see it's kind of smushed up now. Good angle of looking at the damage. He's now sitting in 19th. He's got to fight his way back to the front. Speaking of fighting back to the front, Cody Height trying to get up there. He sits 8th. Thompson got an excellent turn 1. We saw him split way to the inside. And taking over the lead, here it comes. Vincent Arthur around Kralik.
Okay.
Alrighty, Vincent Arthur looking to drive on. Not
And that's
contested
really-
here as Jacob Malone is still playing chase.
Yeah, he's going to get stuck up behind Kralik, and that's going to give Arthur a bit more of a breathing room from Malone. Ooh. Is that Patty sneaking up from behind again?
Yep, that is Ryan
All
Patty,
right.
who's now in 4th.
Nice.
Still trying to chase behind. Man. Yeah, right now you can almost feel Jacob Malone out there trying to give the boot here to Kralik. He doesn't want to smack him around at all, but he feels he's held up though. Because right now, if he doesn't pass him here pretty soon, Arthur's going to start pulling away. Right
But
now,
like you're
Malone
saying-
is down by a second. Here it comes. There it is. Get a little closer.
No.
Might give him a nudge here. He's getting annoyed.
No, no nudge yet. Like they say in Groundhog Day, don't drive angry. Don't drive angry.
Holy cow. Well, he may be able to get out front here. Look at Jacob Malone. See if he slides to the inside here. Yes, he does. He's going to risk it. Risk it
Yep,
to the
and
inside. Does Patty get enough?
Got it, but I was just going to say, but Patty's coming on. Oh.
Yeah,
All right.
the best part about, when you watch a track like this here, Stella, if you even had a bad turn, you can make it up in the next 2. You can, instead of take a more aggressive line in the next couple of laps. So right now, oddly enough, now that Malone has passed Kralik, Arthur picking up the pace. Is now trying to make a decent amount of separation here. Ryan
not
Patty
winning.
laying down a 13:10. Right now, that is the fastest lap out here on the track. And Patty remains in 4th. Ooh, looks like we got a pass back here with Kaliba and Kais.
Well, and Patty just took over too. Oh, but he took it too wide, spun a little bit, and Kralik got it back.
Oh, yeah. So now Patty, unfortunately, going to have to defend from Kaliba. Kaliba trying to look toward the inside line here. Next turn should be a left. Yes, it is. There it is. There's Patty. Good cut. And he's going to pull away. Excellent move. Jacob Malone's got to figure out how to make up a second. He's chasing down Vincent Arthur. Aaron Kralik sits 3rd. Ryan Patty 4th. Let's get back to Dustin Kaliba. Kai sits in 6th. Dalton Tucker 7th. Cody Height is in 8th. Cameron Thompson 9th.
Cody Smith.
There you go. Cody Smith in the number 20 Home Depot machines in his Toyota sitting in 10th. Right now I was looking to see if the 20 was getting ready to slide around Cameron Thompson there with his 6th position gain. Smith has lost 2, unfortunately, so far here on the night. But check out Bird. Bird coming back. And remember, he was one of our first guys to spin out. He's fought himself back up to the 11th spot. And he even took 4 tires when he came down to pit.
Yeah, I'm worried about Cody Smith. He is locking him up regularly. Is there a possibility in these rigs that you can, you can lose your brakes from overheating?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, there is brake fade.
Okay.
These guys will have some trouble, and they'll be pushing each other around. We'll definitely keep an eye and see if that does become the issue. Guileless is out in the pit 21 minutes now.
Yeah, come up in the interview waiting room into the care center interview room, and we'll pull you in so you can get some shout outs while you're sitting out.
Yeah, we'll see if he has something going on. I know he's hanging out there with Josh Conover. Conover, unfortunately, is down in the 21st position. I don't know if his night is over, but he's going to continue racing it. Speaking of night over, Scott Kerberg has taken it back to the garage.
Oh.
Yep, so the 14 machine that we were kind of rally capping for a good pit strategy, and him trying to race back, unfortunately looping it around.
Yeah, it looks like we have someone else. Patterson was in the pits also. I guess he's dashing out.
So far, yep. He came down to lap 13.
Okay.
All right, let's get up to Bird. Bird looks like he's in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, yeah. Little nudge. Gotta let him know. Right now, that's a solid move. Trying to hold on to it here, though. And around he goes.
Well, Bird's made a great recovery from the beginning first stage when he was in the, I'd say, bottom 3rd. Here he is up in the top 10.
Whoa. That was Gunther that may have been getting way loose there in the 55.
Whee! I think that FedEx car was crabbing as he went by.
All right, we are sitting on top of Kevin Gunther's car. Aaron Kralik and Tim Harper working their way down pit road now.
Okay.
Now, interesting pit strategy we're kind of tossing around here. You'll have to pit, or our next stage will be at 18. This may give him the opportunity here, Stella. Whoop. Looks like 96 there. Joey Stats. Stats locked it up. Boy, there's everywhere. There's everything's happening everywhere. Logan Monteith, come on. Get a little more going on here. He's up only 1 position here on the night. Stats is up 11. Malone's still trying to run down Arthur, down by about a second. I think Tucker and Kais are getting ready to go at it here in a second. As we snug up close, looks like, ooh, there's a little squeak by. Whoop, plink. Oh, Cody Height, come back. There you are. Height.
Where?
Come on, where are you?
Oh, dear.
Cody Height's getting ready to drop here in a second if he doesn't get connected. There he is. 84.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, having a huge connection problem. Right now, that is a terrible spot to start losing connection.
Yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is...
Dangerous. Cody
Yes.
Height dropping down to the 10th position here.
I was going to say hateful, but yeah.
All right, looks like Chris full send out there. Chatting it up. Stella, I do want to make a quick little note here as we close in on our second stage break. Malone has actually started to pick up the pace and is starting to reel in Vincent Arthur.
Ooh.
He is the only driver on this track who has hit a 2:12 out there on the out there for speed. Look at the best time.
All right.
That is last lap that Jacob Malone ran. Right now he is hot and heavy. He wants him. Holy cow! Look at this battle right back at it again.
Yeah.
Down by a second, now only to 3/10. Look at the distance they have on the rest of the field of over almost 8 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right now these two are going at it. This is fantastic. Stella, this reminds you of a couple of other drivers we broadcasted for before.
Yeah, I have to say I love the chicanes. It's left, right. You know, it's just, to me that's the best part.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, if he's running 2:12s, 2:10 actually was set by William Byron last year as a track record. I mean, go boys, go!
All righty. Dang, that was last year?
23, yeah.
Huh.
Yes, not the year he won, if that's what you're thinking. He won this year.
Okay. All right, Vincent Arthur trying to hold him off here. Boy, those brakes are glowing. He's trying to hold on. 69 machine, that's what he was waiting for. Jacob Malone returning back to the lead here. Look at this.
But maybe only for a moment.
Yeah, give it a second. Malone will have the run out. Make a switch up, back to the left. Arthur's going to try to pit.
Zoom.
Yep,
Yes.
a little pitch and move there. Sliding on through. Right now, they are still side by side looking at each other's doors.
Wow.
Right now, if this were rush hour traffic, they're exchanging a few hand signals.
Hand signals. I knew that was
Yep,
coming.
here they go. So Jacob Malone might give up this spot here to cross him over, but realizes his fender is not cleared. Back on top. Excellent.
Wow.
Now, we head to turn one.
All right. Let's see if they have any tires left or brakes left.
And nope. Malone not getting him here. But as they run back down the hill, they're still playing chase. Boy, this looks like a nasty game of cat and mouse here right now. Jacob Malone would love to get around him here, but he's got to be loving this. This is fantastic. The rookie trying out Vincent Arthur here.
He's definitely giving him a run for his money. He's less than a half a second behind.
Boy, this looks like right when Jeremy Burns started figuring out the road courses. There he's coming alive.
Heavens. That boy was born for road courses.
Yeah. Oddly enough, you know, when you see Justice Murphy, Trevor Earhart, drivers like that coming onto these road courses like that.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Oh.
Well, Stella, we have now entered the second piece of this, and Vincent Arthur's going to remember that. He saw the contact, and all right, well, you want to play the contact game, we can start touching, and then I give it to Jacob Malone. He may have gotten a little too hungry with that one. But Vincent Arthur will hopefully not be looking to return that favor.
Nah.
So lap number 17 is still underway here. Already halfway complete as Jacob Malone gets the lead from a little contact. Take a look here in the camera view. Look, see if there's any damage here. Jacob Malone does not look like it. Looks like everything's pretty safe. Vincent Arthur. Looks like everything might be all right with his paint.
So this is 16 or 17?
This should be lap 17.
Hmm.
If they throw the caution out like they did last time. Caution.
And there it is. Okay. So again, Malone, Arthur, and Leva or Patty?
I don't know yet. Problem is they're
Oh.
both racing to the line.
Okay. That was my question before.
Yeah, it looks like Kleba
So-
let off. Yeah, I think Kleba
That-
let off, so that may have just gone ahead and locked them in.
Hmm. What in the world?
I don't know. I saw smoke.
Gee whiz.
All right, what happened here?
I don't know.
Whoa, Cody Smith.
Oh. Dear. I think we had a little touching.
So Kai's gets the ricochet, but the 20 machine, look how far out he was.
Yes.
On the outside line. Look how the 20 completely missed the turn.
But
Yeah, it goes
Yeah.
and nudges each other back together. All right, we'll see
Yeah,
how
that's
that kind of works out.
okay. So then it did decide Malone, Arthur, and Patty as far as the stage win.
Yeah, we'll see how this how it kind of pulls through. So it looks like Jacob Malone with the second, his second stage win here. We'll see if there's a possibility of grabbing some of our other guys here. I want to see Jacob Malone. I want to see if there's a possibility of grabbing him before he comes down pit. There's a possibility. Let's see if we can grab a hold of him here. Jacob Malone, you got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Before we head down into pit road, I don't want to mess up any of your strategy here. Talk to me about these last couple of laps and kind of what happened passing Vincent Arthur there on the past couple laps.
I know he's mad. I mean, I've been sending it every chance I can. It's the only thing I really have on why my lap times are faster is dive bombing, and I kind of did it, and I hit him. He was mad. Honestly, wish I could take it back, give him the stage win, because it was not worth it in my book. But, I feel like I have the pace to go out there and win. My biggest competitor is Ryan and Vincent. So I'm, looking at those two and trying to beat them.
Alrighty, man. Well, it's going to be a lot of hard racing out here. Don't get me wrong. I think just a little overzealous into the turns, but couple of things I would probably say. You do have the speed. You're the only driver out here to hit a 212 out there on the track. No one else has hit that number yet, so you are definitely the fastest car out there, especially for a Ford. But I guarantee you Vincent Arthur and Ryan Patty, they're going to try to see if they can get something going on here. Vincent is a fantastic driver here at this road course. And I definitely can't wait to see what you guys got going on. Jacob, give me your shout-outs while I got you up here, buddy.
My team, I forgot to shout them out last time, but
Oh.
Beer Money Racing, Joey Stats, my team owner, my family, who's probably watching. I think they are. Shout out to them. Shout out to you guys for putting this, stream on. Shout out to NORA, putting on this fantastic show. But that's all I really got right now.
All right, Jacob, congratulations on your second stage win. What I would do, make sure you got your guard up, buddy, because Vincent Arthur's going to be all over you. Take it easy, man.
Aw. Hey,
Yep, have a
rubbing
good
is
one.
racing.
Yeah, that's all right. Bumping and banging's one thing there, Stella. Well, I guarantee is Vincent Arthur's probably he's probably pretty wrapped around the axle. I wouldn't say it was a completely intentional move. Jacob Malone saw a hole and shot for it, and Vincent Arthur closed the hole quick. And
Yeah.
the brakes were not able to catch up to the aggressive move. So hopefully we can grab a hold of Vincent Arthur here and kind of get his idea on what happened out there and what he plans to do from here on out. Right now we'll keep an eye. Vincent Arthur is sitting in that fifth pit box here. Let's see who shoots out first.
Patty.
Yeah. Now Patty only 6.6. He may be looking to take tires later on. Patty, Krolick, Harper. Remember these two guys, they pit on lap 14. Blair Patterson pit on lap 13. Vincent Arthur first one off the pit road behind Ryan Patty. Yeah, I know, kind of gutsy here. So we got a couple of guys out there with different strategies here.
Well, there's no more stages between now and the end, so they've got to go the next 23 laps instead of 9 and 9. Just dance with who brung you.
Yeah, well, Stella, let's talk a little bit about the pit strategy here. If they didn't take tires this time, they would actually double their pit time coming down and getting tires at the next stop.
Especially if it's under green flag.
Right, and I don't know how imperative it is. If you were a fuel and go, we're at 7.5 seconds. If we're 4 tires, we're 14.5 to 15.
Yeah.
That could be the make or break your race. You could use that extra 7 to 8 seconds out there to get out front. Now, whether they'll saw it away and it's gone, we'll have to see. Pace car lights are still on. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get a hold of Vincent Arthur here, and hopefully Woo-Saw 1, 2, 3. Let's give this a shot here. Vincent Arthur, you got a copy?
I do.
All right, man. Well, I can feel it. Let's talk a little bit about the laps here that you've been battling out there with Jacob Malone. Side by side, you guys go. Definitely excellent racing. I've got to admit, it's hard to find great racing at COTA, but talk to me kind of these last few laps.
Yeah, I mean, it's been good racing between me and Jacob. It's kind of getting on my nerves a little bit with the dive bomb every opportunity he gets. But, other than that, we've kept it clean. These things can take a little bit of a beating. Yeah, just trying to work myself out of some habits I got myself into last night with the truck race because these things are completely different.
I bet.
But, yeah, so just trying to keep it on track, skate around a little bit, have some fun. Feels like go-karting out here.
All right. Well, right now is Jacob Malone. Yes, he has been dive bombing a little bit, and I notice you do give a little extra room, but sometimes you shut the door on him, and it definitely, I would say the brakes can't keep up at times, and a little bit of nudging here and there. Unfortunately, you did lose the stage due to kind of that bump and run there. Any animosity here?
I don't think there's animosity. I think I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, try to give everybody room. But, there's only so many chances that a person can get before, I got to stand up for myself and my team and my sponsors and I got to push back a little bit. So he's right on that edge at the moment. So let's hope he learns a little bit from those first 2 stages and we can finish out the race without, any conflict.
Okay, well, I definitely hope so, and I'd like to see either one of you two guys come away with the win here. I know Ryan Patty will be sitting on this one, hopefully, hoping he can have a chance at it, but with 8 seconds that they pulled away from him, Stella, it's going to be a tall hill to climb for anybody else except those two.
Oh, yeah. Well, you better get your shout-outs in quick.
Yeah, obviously, Wake Up Narcolepsy. I've formed a partnership with them over the off season, and it's been really cool to get them out here. Red Bull, Exalta, Flatline Motorsports. These the shock guys at Flatline have really been building good shocks because they're taking quite a beating tonight.
All right, Vincent Arthur, good luck to you, buddy. Take it easy. Pace car's off.
Thank you.
All right, Vincent Arthur. Had a little conversation with him. Like I said, you almost feel the pressure. He's uptight, and I would be too. I mean, I get it, but man.
Oh, no, they're wrecking in the back already.
Yeah, I know. I see it. We're going to stay with our front guys here. Unfortunately, they're not going to stop this. Pace laps are far too long. They're 4.5 minutes a pace lap. So let's see how it looks going into this one. Vincent Arthur shooting the gap here, inside line. Malone squeezing dead center, and he's trying to follow on through as well. Malone sits 6, unable to gain any extra positions, and now Vincent Arthur is going to pull away with Ryan Patty, and Patty out to at least a second lead under caution.
Yeah. After that was kind of a really disastrous start. We're still going rounds and rounds. I think that's Kai's.
Yep.
Yeah, we saw it so many off the track. I guess are they going to call this a full track caution or in this area?
This one's
caution?
probably a restart.
Okay.
They're gonna re-rack them and try this again. There's just too much happening.
Yeah, we had one collision and a blink out before they made the start-finish line.
Yeah, let's try to see Kai's and Harville say they got in some trouble here. Oh, there's a snap. That's what got Kai's out of shape.
Yeah. Who's the one that didn't make the? I mean, it was before the start back here.
Oh, well, were we back here with Cody Dorsey sideways?
There we go.
Yeah, and it looks like the 15 of Gladelick's backwards.
Yeah, was
Josh
this just a
Conover
case of
following this?
new tires? Gink, gink. See, he had to jump out of the way. Or no, Smith. Ay, ay, ay. What a pinch.
Something happened in the 96 there.
Yep. I don't know if that was just him avoiding or a netcode. So. Yeah, let's try this one again. So does the pace car come out and wait for everybody? Where is he?
They're trying to find him.
Here he comes. Maybe?
Yep.
Well, he just... Oh, crud, because they just passed him.
Yeah, they'll wait for the pace car to catch up.
Okay. Boy, he thought he had, 20 laps to to hang out. He took a break, only to find out that you got to come out immediately upon restart. So, we've got Arthur up here in second and Malone in sixth. And, well, we're seventh, somewhere in there. It's that's going to be quite a row to hoe to get back up to the front to our 1-2 punch, guys.
Yep. So it looks like Kulikowski, Kai's, and I believe Stats has taken it back to the garage.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Stats there. Not good. We'll keep an eye out there, and Stella, to let me know if we can find out what is going on with the caution here, because I don't think we can have access to our guy.
No, I've looked and I do not see race control. So.
Yeah.
Should I would go down to the NORA hauler, but I cannot.
Yep.
Ah. Hmm.
All right, they're saying 2 cars at the same spot.
Yeah. So this lovely tower that you're looking at right here is actually 251 feet tall. Quite a view from that.
What do? You just watch from up there?
You can.
All right, let's see if we can grab a hold of RC here. Nick Geilis, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, hate to see your race kind of end so soon back there. Definitely back on lap 5. Talk to me about this caution here. What we got going on out there?
It just looks like a racing incident. A couple cars got slowed up, essentially, coming off the corner, and then there was some incidental contact, and multiple cars involved in one incident. So we throw caution for those, but yeah,
Okay.
It's just what we would call a racing incident.
Is this before the green flag came out?
No, this was going into the S's essentially.
Okay.
After turn 1.
Okay, that's what we were watching. We were looking to see who was getting loose down there, and I believe we were looking, it was Kai's in the 43 Toyota, got a little loose and came up the track and kind of clipped a couple of guys. Wasn't sure who all was involved and how bad it got. We noticed people were spinning out before the green flag came out. And I think even Conover was pretty close to watching that one happen. I wasn't sure if that was the cause of our caution to get these guys re-racked out here. Man, oh man.
Yeah, that one added insult to injury for me because that was one of my cars. So,
Oh.
yep, it's been that kind of night. I'm just ready to get to Richmond.
Uh-oh.
Man, oh man. Well, dude, as these guys go around the track out here, are you picking up anything that maybe you didn't see before?
For me, in terms of what I can do in this track, no. I have no luck or talent when it comes to this car and this track combo.
Man.
Sonoma, Watkins Glen in this car, even the Roval, I can run okay, but me and COTA don't get along in this car. Put me in a Lamborghini, the Cadillac GTP. I love my road racing, but Cup car, yeah.
Well, you and Tony Stewart are in the same. He compares COTA to Watkins Glen to its quote, very, very technical nature. So I think that's a way of saying it's a.
yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
So not a fan. Alrighty, Nick, appreciate you, man. Go ahead and give me your shout-outs while I got you up here.
You guys for putting on the broadcast every week, the fellow admins for everything that gets done. I know I put in my own work, but there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes besides just what I do, what Josh does. It's all of the admins, Cody, Chris, Joey, everybody, all the drivers that put on these shows. And shout out to my drivers specifically, Jacob Gladich, Dylan Dunford, and Brandon should be back next week. So I'm looking forward to having full team next week.
Oh, man. Yeah. Especially with some short track racing. Yikes.
Yeah, well, I like Richmond a bit more than I like here.
Yeah. That's definitely a little over a mile to 3 miles here. Alrighty. Appreciate you, Nick, and we'll catch up with you another time, my man.
All right.
All right, everybody. That is from Nick Gillis. He's making it happen here. Up in the tower watching everything go on. Now, Stella, we're going to restart this one. And
Yeah.
Vince and Arthur made a heck of a pass to sling past at least 4 people into
Yes.
turn 1. Right now, if Jacob Malone wants the same opportunity, he needs to do the exact same thing. He has got to figure out how to get to the inside line on this restart. So he has got to push either Aaron Krolick or Ryan Bird out of the way here. And slice to the inside and dive bomb it. I mean, that's the only way. Or otherwise, Vincent Arthur and Ryan Patty, I think, might drive off with this one. He's not going to have enough time being held up if these guys aren't up to speed. Because if you also consider Krolick and Harper, last time they pit was on lap 14. So their tires are not quite as fresh, not tacked up enough, and they're going to be having a trouble. And seeing what's going on. Ken Kleba out there. Why does the yellow flag come out before the first 10 cars go past the start-finish line and at the end of the stage? Come on, Stella. Because I don't know.
No, this is a first, honestly, for me. I was asking the same question earlier because, I mean, they were racing to the line at the first stage as it was thrown at 18. Excuse me, at 8 for a 9 stage break. So, but lights are off.
Yeah, if I wasn't mistaken, I think the question's also probably being asked because Kleba was battling for position. Remember, he let off the gas heading to the line?
Oh, same Kleba? I didn't realize that was actually a racer, the racer, I should say. You know, because like I thought it might have been a fan asking.
Even if
and-
it's not, you know, even like John is out here rooting on Tyler, you know, Ken out there rooting
Yeah.
on Dustin. It's the same kind of deal, you know. You see something happening out there, and you're like, wait a minute, you know.
Yeah.
If we were battling for position, then why did the caution come out?
I understand, and I do not have an answer for you. That is a race control question.
Righto.
Because as far as I know, they throw them.
Oddly enough, with 20 laps to go, 19 at the line, the biggest move of the race has to be here by Jacob Malone. He cannot fumble this one. All right, under green, here we go. Right now, it looks like Dalton Tucker's going to be to his inside. No luck. Unless he slices his nose off here, I don't think he's going to have any chance. Might push Kralik a little higher. Oh! No! Whoa!
No.
Whoa! Spin around. Looks like it goes around. Vincent Arthur's blasted to pieces here.
Oh, my heavens.
Holy cow. Caution route comes back out.
Yeah.
And
it
Stella, I
does.
gotta admit, there's probably a good reason for that one. Holy cow. Turn one turned into a...
Yes. a tornado of vehicles. As many as were spinning.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, we'll have to have some replays on that, right?
Wow. What a...
Yeah.
I think what gets me is the 69. Look how he's hammering right there. Boy, that looks like a move. You see that where Kralik didn't get going. Watch down here with Jacob. 1,
Goink,
2.
oink.
He's still not going. That's
Yeah.
how he ended up next to Tucker. All right, let's check out Vincent Arthur's doing here. What happens?
That's what I'm waiting to see. What happened to him?
Bird's coming in hot. Malone gives
Well,
a nudge to Kralik here.
Everybody's got to lock up.
Oh,
56 is coming around.
Oh, and it takes
that's
out
it.
all the leaders.
Oh, my goodness.
56 of Ryan Patty loops it. Hits
Oh.
Vincent Arthur and then goes over and collects the 12 of Tim
Yep.
Harper. Holy cow.
Yeah, I'm kind of speechless. It happens though. I mean, it's heartbreaking, but it's racing.
Wow. All right, check out there. Hey, Stella, you got the answer out there in the chat. Chris is saying the reason the caution comes out before they get to the start-finish line is so that they don't have to go around the track to catch the pace car.
Oh.
As you and I see right now, these guys are still racing around the track. There's the pace car. So that's what they're trying to avoid, is having to wait for the pace car to come around.
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you, darling.
Holy cow. So 2 of our fastest guys here tonight were collected in that one. Ryan Patty, who sits in 12th now, and Vincent Arthur rounds out our top 10. Unknown if they're going to come in and see if they can do a damage check here. And we'll see if they can battle back. So right now, Jacob Malone almost getting a mulligan here. This is
A
that-
gift.
Yeah, boy, did he get lucky on that one.
But depending on how much damage Arthur has, like you say, he is only in 10th. So we have seen Malone come back up from 7th. So it's all possible. If
Well,
if it is your desire to see those two in 1 and 2.
Yes. Yes, it is my desire. Because these guys have been the fastest all night, and really be interesting to see Patty and Arthur possibly link up. I know the rest of the field out here, but these guys are the 2 that have been the closest. And Patty, I think, has got something a little extra in the tank back there, but we'll kind of wait
he's
it out and
sitting in-
see.
Yeah, he's sitting in 14th right now. So we will. He's got a little bit more turf to handle.
Yeah, somebody I assume we'll probably see coming down pit road. I would probably expect to see Tim Harper coming down pit. He's probably got a decent amount of damage to the side of that car.
Hmm. Hmm.
Nothing there. Let's check out Ryan Patty. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Ouch.
Yep.
Ouch. Interesting. But how much is aerodynamics something that here? I mean, it's not like they're drafting. It's not. Is it worth being a lap down with only 18 to go?
Well, he would have 3 minutes, at least 3 minutes, to fix that car down pit road, which could be a substantial amount for him to repair. It actually be driver's choice. If this does go long run, this may be the dagger.
Yeah.
You know, if we keep kind of doing these short bursts here, that may or may not be the cause. To the downfall, I think if anybody else does it, they're going to pit right before. They'll have to come in for the last time. Looking to see Cody Height has come down on lap 19. Kralik, who is in our lead position, came in on 14. And Blair Patterson came in on 13. So there's a lot of strategy going on out here, and you know, with over 3 miles to kind of toy around with this. I mean, it's you wouldn't think one choice or one mistake would cost so much.
Oh, in a heartbeat. Yeah, I imagine. I mean, we've seen it, and everything is a choice, and everything has repercussions. Let's see.
Alrighty, Stella, let's take a peek. Who's coming down pit road? Cody Height, Thomas Walter, Dylan Dunford working his way down, Matthew George, Vincent Arthur coming down, Dustin Kaliba's coming down. Wow. Boatload of cars coming down this time.
Yes, they are.
Josh Conover coming down. Dunford to Talent coming down. Wow. So everybody from the 13th position, the 12th position on back, has come down pit road on lap 24.
Okay.
Can they make it?
I don't know. I looked at Kralik. Kralik made it 15 laps. So
Vincent
these
Arthur's
guys
still
have...
in the box.
Oh. Oh no.
Well, I definitely would want to fix as much damage as possible. He's working his way out. To Talent, he should be working his way out.
Patty's still in there.
Yeah, Patty's still trying to fix that machine. Like I said, we can't blame him for that. I'll try to get as much of that thing squared away, especially with the nose as bent up as it is.
So now take a look at Bird. He's running in third.
Yep.
Again, you know,
Able to bring
he
it back.
started so far. Yeah, after that first start.
I know this
Very
is kind of
good.
off topic here. You see the number 69, the pole?
Yes.
You see his pit crew?
Why does he look like Spider-Man?
Okay, just making sure you saw that.
Okay, I kind of thought they looked like Spider-Man, but I thought if I said something, you'd think I was crazy. Were they Spider-Man?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, take a look at Hoppy up here in sixth too. We've had quite the shuffle.
Yeah, Tom Senchak, 26, he got back up.
Yeah.
Pace car lights are out. I and Patty having to play some catch up here. That's him there in the 56 playing chase.
Okay, but he's got a straightaway coming.
Yep. We'll
That
check
should
in
help.
on Ryan Patty. Hey,
Squared away.
not bad by the pit crew.
Give them a bonus. Yep, looks square to me.
He's gonna yell at the talent here to get up there.
Tighten it up, tighten it up.
Man, oh man. Should be getting ready to get going here.
Yep, looks like pace car lights are out.
Here you go, Stella. Ken's Dustin's dad.
Okay. Okay, excellent. Because see, I was thinking it was not the driver asking, because the driver could just ask race control. I hope we answered your question, though, to your satisfaction, or at least Chris Full Send answered your question. We have not encountered that before. All right.
Turn one, here it comes. Get over top, here's the mashup.
Come on, guys.
Whoa.
All right. Hey, I think we made it. Sweet. Don't start cheering yet.
Holy cow. Yeah, I was just kind of watching through some of these guys here so far. They've sliced their way up. Vincent Arthur up to 21st.
Wow.
Yeah, not bad. Gladelick, to me, he was the big mover. He slid up to 17th. He was able to
Wow.
fly on through.
Yeah, I expect to see Arthur come on with a vengeance here.
Yeah, the thing is not getting...
Don't drive angry.
Oh, no!
Ow, 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 ow,
57 of Thomas Walters around.
ow. Oh. All right.
We should
He
remain
didn't
under
really-
green. Ryan Patty up to 18th.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
guess
except
who's
now.
around?
Who was it?
Vincent Arthur's around.
No.
Yep.
Oh. Was he just pushing a little hard? Or did he had
Oh,
help?
the pinch. Well,
Yep,
Ryan
he
Patty couldn't pull down on the 5. That was Matthew George on the
Oh.
inside. There was nowhere to go.
Yep, and Conover gives him a little love tap to put the cherry on the top.
Wow.
He says, I just got everything all fixed up.
All right, let's get back up front where Ryan Bird is actually passed for the second position. Jacob Malone lost it there. Malone having a little trouble here. As you see, he's losing contact with the track. Out there, my wife noticed that Spider-Man was out there as well. Kralik, Bird, Malone, 1, 2, and 3. See how it's going out back here. Blair Patterson on his way down pit road.
Ah,
Yep, 15 laps to go. Might be a good call. He'll know he'll make it to the end.
yeah. It's 91, wasn't it? Just sucked by in the pit.
Yep, that'd be Blair Patterson.
Okay.
Cody Smith is doing. We definitely got a huge separation here once we get to Senchak. Senchak
Yeah.
sets 5th, then we reach up about 4
5
more seconds,
seconds.
4 or 5 seconds here to find Kevin Gunther. And then Malone, Bird are still going at it here for 1 and 2. Bird's trying to set up Krolik.
And Malone's hoping just to take advantage when the two of them fight it out.
Yep, there goes Bird. Bird to the lead. Good turn.
And Malone's going to take it too.
Whoa. Bird had a bad turn. He made the pass, but then it was a bad turn. Looked like he wasn't able to pivot. Malone's going to try to hold him here.
Yep. He's got a left or a right? If he's got a left, he's golden.
Should be a left.
There you go.
So Malone now has the lead. Back out in front, he's going to go. Bird, ooh, good turn.
Man, he's pushing though. Wow. This
Yeah, the
guy's
key
got to
is
be able to drift like a crazy man.
Yeah, the key is for Malone not to be mirror driving. He needs to stay looking out the windshield.
Well, if he can get a second on him, he can probably do that a little bit more comfortably than you know, when he's right behind him. He's going to want to try to block, most likely.
Ooh, Bird sidesteps it. Let's see how Ryan Patty's doing as he's fought himself back up to the 10th position.
No kidding.
Yeah, that is a great move. And Ryan Patty avoiding that issue we saw with Vincent Arthur. He's looking for 9th here. Jake Christenberry will be next. Oh, Christenberry locks up the front tire. So on through they go. Looks like Harville has gone ahead and ditched the Milwaukee, went for the Coors Light. Going on through, Patty to 9th. He's got to make up over 12.5 seconds here, and he's doing it little by little. Right now,
Wow,
12:15 out there on the track, while everybody else around him is doing 12:18 or slower. Next 12:15 driver you'll find is up there with Dustin Kleba at 2:14. Senchak 2:15, and so is Gunther at 2:15. So right now, Ryan Patty, one of the top 4 drivers on the track, has been the fastest out there. Kleba is one of the faster ones out there as he gets through section 2 for the fastest time of his night. So Kleba's sitting 6th. I'm sure he would like to get up there and pass Tom Senchak, but not looking like it. Hoppy under fire.
Yeah, he just passed Thompson. Hoppy's the next on his list.
Here it goes,
And
Patty
there he
around
goes.
Hoppy. Wow. Yeah, right now this might be the guy to watch, Ryan Patty here. Patty sitting in 7th, gets his brakes super hot. Sliding to the inside is going to be Cameron Thompson. Thompson not able to get it. Oh, looped it. Dalton Tucker.
Oh. All right, get back. There you go.
He's going to be sitting in that long enough. Might needs a little bit of that butt paste. As it looks like he is around, and then unfortunately dropping down to that 16th spot. Let's check on Tyler Talent. He's sitting 19th, working around, trying to keep Logan Kais behind him here. Next one will be the 57 of Thomas Walter. Walter is a driver we've seen loop it. And Stella right now, Malone is out by a second here.
There you go.
And Patty already starting to make a name for himself here as he is broken away. That's Hoppy behind him. That's the amount of distance he's already putting on the rest of these guys. Ryan Patty running a 2:14. And now guys are starting to kind of match some of these times out there. These are the last lap times.
Yeah, he may be that far in front of Hoppy, but he's also that far behind Kleba. Ryan Patty doesn't have anything to prove. I mean, after 155 laps led last week, he knows how to be up front.
Well, consistency I've even seen even without a win getting into the playoffs. Consistency will do a lot for you. Guarantee you he's going to be looking for at least the top 5 here, but he's got to cut his time in half. And he's working on it. I got to admit, you know, he's sitting at about that 14-second mark. Senchak is falling back to the 8, so I'm sure we'll see Patty catch up there here in a little bit. Bird's still holding on to about a second off Malone's lead here, and this is still pretty solid as we only have 13 laps left to go. Now, Stella, big thing I want to point out here. Guys who have pit and guys who haven't. Right now, Dustin Kleba coming in on lap 24. He's got to make it to 41. Do they all have to pit again?
At this point, I wouldn't think that they could get to the end. Just my gut reaction. But they keep surprising me as far as, I don't know if it's the cautions or if they've got them tuned, but they're making it 15s. It doesn't seem to be a problem.
Yeah, I'll see if they're able to stretch it out. I'm sure just a couple more laps or couple more turns, they'd be pretty happy with it. Right now, as we take a look top side, Harville working on Thompson here. And right now, our biggest mover of the race is Blake Hoppy. You see him right there on the outskirts of our screen. 22 positions gained as he snugs into 8th. Right now, Harville not happy with this move of Cameron Thompson. That's 3 times he's probably been cut off here. And right now, you're about to see a little something happen here. Oh my gosh, right now, Hoppy, terrible turn, number 2 heading in. Cameron Thompson working his way into pit road. And you want to fly in there as fast as you can until you get to those yellow cones. Yellow cones is the mark, is where they got to match their speed before they go over that spot.
I thought Harville had done a pick, on him. The way he caught him up behind that other car.
Oh, okay. And then you think he sent him in. All right, next driver to head on to the garage is going to be Cody Dorsey. Number 9 Chevrolet has gone ahead and checked out here. Lap 26 and 27, Vincent Arthur and Blair Patterson came down pit. Vincent Arthur is he's off here a little bit. I think he's behind. Let me check number. About 53 seconds off pace. But he may not need to pit.
Oh. Okay.
It'd be a stretch, but he may or may not need to pit here. So Malone really needs to start talking to his crew chief here. He needs to get out front and stay out front and keep driving. Right now, Malone has got to drive the tires off this thing. Maybe take a set of left sides and enough fuel to make it to the end. Because drivers who have not gotten enough and don't have enough fuel are all going to be following him. And the drivers that have just barely enough, maybe a gallon to make it to the end, like Vincent Arthur, who I believe has enough fuel to make it there, he's got to get out, and then these two may be back at it for a duel all the way till the end. But Stella, we are 12 laps away from that mark. I would say we're probably seeing 18, 28. Boy, yeah, we're probably looking at 3 laps before we see Jacob Malone bring it on in.
Okay.
Aaron Krolick working his way down pit road now. We're sitting in our 4th spot. Kevin Gunther worked around him. And now Krolick working his way on down. Dustin Kleba moves up into 5th. And right now, I guarantee you, as soon as Malone and Bird come down pit road, everybody else will follow. And the key is holding out just far enough. Now, if you consider, we were talking earlier about Krolick. He's already working his way out of pit and hasn't even fallen out. Oh, there he goes. Now he's out of the top 10. Now he's dropped down to 14th. So that is how far these guys are ahead. Top 10 between 1st and 10th is at least 28 seconds here, which is plenty. Right now, Aaron Krolick with an in and out, 38 seconds.
Okay. And he is now sitting where?
14th.
No kidding. Okay.
So fuel and go here for Krolick. Right now, Jacob Malone could do the same. He may want to think about throwing on 2 tires, just in case. He has been smoking the left sides most of the night, and right now Jacob Malone is still putting down some of his fastest times. 2:12:86 now. He is actually starting to pick up the pace, and I'm wondering if he's tuned in here, Stella.
Well, I'm just looking at both front and rear rotors just glowing tonight.
Yeah, well, definitely want to, like I was saying, he may need to try to drive off with this one. Between 2 and 2.5 seconds out in front of Ryan Bird here. Bird trying to chase him, but Malone has got to thank his lucky stars here. He's still out front. Right now, this is pretty rough for this to continue going the way it is. I'm interested. I'm still kind of weighing our options here. If Vincent Arthur is going to have enough time to catch up. Vincent Arthur now checking back on time, 56 seconds.
Okay.
So he is actually losing time right now to Jacob Malone, who's still out front. Let's check back in this gaggle of cars where Dalton Tucker's hanging out. Right now I know Cody Height and Jake Christenberry. He's in there as well to sit atop. See if we can take a ride along the FedEx machine.
George has a new paint scheme. He's running Hellman's tonight.
Annings. Somebody said bring the sauce to COTA. I don't think that's what they meant. All right, here's turn 1. It's another shot here. Look at the dive bomb here by Cody Height. Oh, Hoppy!
Oof. Oof. Ouch.
Yeah, you can tell Hoppy felt bad about that one. He said it won't stop. And so far, so good. All right, Malone's starting to actually lose some time here. Ryan Bird's starting to catch him. 10 laps left to go. Does Malone pit this lap?
I do not know.
Boy, if I were him, I probably would. If I were him,
So-
I'd come into pit. If I got the guy in second already starting to play catch up. And Chris Full Send out there, I'm starting to get a feeling I know who this is. He's already saying Gunther in his first NORA debut running top
Yeah?
3. He loves to see it.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Definitely
But
got
he
him.
has an O and not an R behind his name.
Yeah. Definitely owner down there, gaining 10 on the night. Senchak up 21. Corey Harville up 21. These guys are all in the top 10. Rochelle up 20. Right now, Malone's still sticking it out here. Does he? Yep, pitting.
Okay. So, anybody going with him? No, not Bird.
Bird continuing to stay out. Kevin Gunther coming down.
Senchak stays out. Kleba
Kleba's
goes
staying.
down.
Excellent. All right, let's take a look at this pit.
Quick like a bunny.
Oh, gutsy. Back out he's going to go. Jacob Malone back onto the track.
Wee.
He's got to watch his speed before that blue cone. Hopefully he
Oh.
didn't speed on the way out.
Oh, that would.
Boy, did you see him
Oh,
drift it?
He has got to heat up those tires. Yes, I did.
All right, so Jacob Malone pitting on lap 32. That leaves us with Ryan Bird, Tom Senchak in the front for lap 18, guys. Ryan Patty came in on lap 24. Corey Harville came in on 21. If Ryan Patty is able to make it out there the rest of the way, Jacob Malone has to make up almost 15 seconds here to catch Ryan Patty, who snugs himself in the third. Boy, Stella,
Yeah,
look
he's
at the
been playing-
separation out here on the track.
Yeah, Patty's been playing bridesmaid most of the night, but this might just work out for him.
Boy, but lap 24 to 41, I don't know. I just don't feel that's enough fuel to make it. I mean, we had run a couple of cautions here. Really about that lap 24 was our last caution. So he hasn't seen one since.
Yeah.
Boy, this is going to be tight. Take a look at Jake Christenberry.
Christenberry.
Yep,
He's
getting ready to
taking it.
pass Matthew George. Little lock up right there. Should be Kralik actually behind him as well. Kralik, Kleba. All right. See if we can take a ride along here with Kleba. Slice to the inside here.
Yes. And he takes over George.
Yeah, I'm watching the shift points here. Check, he's down in the first already.
Yes.
I gotta admit, when you see somebody shift down to first like that,
All I think of is dropping a transmission in the middle of the road. You know, I would never put it in first, but that's why I'm not out here.
yeah, I'm just interested to see it's not locking up the tires when he does it, though.
Yeah.
And that's why I was trying to see if he's running it with a clutch pedal, because if he's just clutching it in, that'd be different.
No, but he definitely has his sights set here. Kralik's in trouble.
Yeah, right now, boy. Yeah, Cleaver right now is having an excellent run. Look
Yes.
at this.
I think you might try to take both of them if they get too close, right? So, oh! Called it? Maybe? I did.
Cleaver
Both
to
of
8.
them. He sized him up and he said, okay, right, if they do this, yep, and they did. Very nice.
Alrighty, Stella Malone moves up to third as the next round of guys pitting came in.
Okay.
Malone sits third. Patty is still in second. About 16 seconds out in front of Malone. And another 16 beyond that is Ryan Bird. Bird's still out there. Lap 18 is the last time he pit. Jake Christenberry is another driver. He's all the way back in 10th. About 49 and a half seconds off pace. He's got to come down and pit.
When was the last time Bird pit?
18.
Okay.
I know, the amount of distance he's stretching is impressive. Now, I would question if he was clutching it at any point during the caution laps, or if he's even doing it through the through these turns. Trying to do the same thing, trying to lay off as much as he can.
Yeah, you're gonna peak. Yeah, he's pounding down, boy. That's one thing I wish we could see on the gauges. You know, we can see their RPM, we can see their shift, but we can't see how much gas they have.
Right. I guess because in a sense, I guess you could, as a spotter, take a peek from another man's team into another guy's car.
Oh. What a boy's a cheetah.
Alrighty, looking to see if we can find some battles out there on the track.
Okay.
See if we can find something. Says there's something going on back here with back there with Gladel. I think the talent might be on him.
Yep, just a little bit.
No, I want to see how Kleba's doing. Kleba's actually picking up the pace yet again. Cody
Yeah.
Hyde will be next on his list.
Yeah, but he was a good 3 seconds behind him. Now he's right there.
Wow. 12:24.
Go for it.
Well, what I'm saying is look at the best time. Right now, Malone is picking up the pace. Holy cow.
Ooh, yes, he is.
Yeah, he's broken his own record about 4 times here tonight.
But who's running 12:13 at 2:13 is Arthur.
Yep.
So he's
Hey, we finally
He's
have
11.
somebody else to join the 212 club. Dustin Kleba that we're looking at here in the 16 Ford. 212.95. Wow.
yeah, it's nice when he sees it on his heads up. He'll say, "Ooh, I can do it."
Yeah, it'd be a wild thought here.
Yes.
To actually see that happen. I'm sorry. I noticed Ryan Bird came down pit road and back out. And Malone's only off by about 13 seconds now. Jacob Malone needs to make up about 7.7 to catch Ryan Bird. He is making up about a second a lap, though.
Yeah, but we only have 6.
Ryan Patty came in on 24. So if Bird went from 18 to 35. Pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's going to be close. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but 15 miles is how far they need to go. And that 15 miles could be the longest of some of these guys.
Yeah. Now, the only other thing I can say is we do have uphills and downhills. If these guys seriously are looking to conserve, you know, the biggest incline is, I think, 11% from, like I said, so from the start line to turn 1. And it's the highest point. So they see, look, the downhill here, they could make up a little gas savings if they chose.
The key is not giving up time. How do you save fuel and not give up time? If you clutch it, you're losing power. If you're heading downhill, you're accelerating. That's free power.
Right.
You know, it's not them fighting as much, but boy, I'm
Talk
not sure
about
as we
fighting.
keep our eye here on Vincent Arthur, who sits in 10th.
Top 10, yeah.
Still fighting back after all this.
His car's a little, has a little wear and tear on it, but he is still rolling.
Yeah, Kevin Gunther, who's sitting in 11th. Sitting right behind him there. Malone making
him
up
on
some
it.
time, 12.5 seconds off. Yeah, Bird is actually starting to run down Ryan Patty here. Section 2 and Section 3 is actually picking up pace. Bird actually nailing down some of his fastest times.
Under 5 seconds now.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan Patty pitting.
There you go.
As Ryan Bird you see on the outside.
Wow.
Jacob Malone. Holy cow. Ryan Patty not making it on fuel here.
All right, well,
Remember what I was talking about taking tires?
yes.
Jacob Malone took tires. Ryan Bird did not. See the
He
distance?
did not. Yes. All right. And we are both of them can make it till the end on fuel?
Yes.
Okay.
Bird came in on 35, Malone on 32.
Now it is literally just a race to the finish.
Boy, 8 seconds off now.
Patty came back out quick enough to be in third. That's how much room there was before send check.
Yep. But Ryan Patty only had a 6.2 second pit stop.
Yeah, that was splash and go, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd seriously doubt if they even put a full can in.
Yeah.
Two rookies here in the top three positions. Ryan Bird, the only one not a rookie, out in front. Right now he is charging by about 8.5 seconds. Malone's got to start reeling him in here pretty quick. But Ryan Bird, there we go. There's another 2:12 driver. Out there, 2:12.81 is his best time. Not bad. That's actually fast because that is his last lap time.
Yeah, last time we saw Bird up here in the top was Daytona. Both for the duels and the main race. So
Yeah, Stella, I think we might be looking at our winner right here, Ryan Bird.
yeah.
You know, I kind of thought it was going to be Malone and Arthur there toward the end.
This is when I get snarky and say, well, you thought wrong. But Arthur is now in 9th. He's got 4 seconds to make up to move on crawling, but it's a top 10 finish.
Yeah, especially being able to battle back from the way he did.
Oh, yeah.
Rochelle working his way down pit.
Well, unless he's miraculously fast, that's going to give everybody a bump up in the top 10.
Yeah, in and out, 6.23.
Yep.
Vince and Arthur last pit on lap 27. We've got guys who pit after that. Having to come down. Kai's pit on lap 24, along with Matthew George. Three laps left to go here. Looks like this race is starting to come to an end here, Stella. We've been at it here for a little bit. Drivers kind of slicing through this track. Not so bad. We'll see if they can hold on to it, though.
Yeah, we had a tiny little messy middle, but the start, first two stages, wonderful. This one has been a case of strategy, big time for the end. And we shall see who prevails.
So far, so good. I'm looking to see if there are any drivers we haven't been able to get into the light here tonight. Ooh, Tim Harper. Boy, he's still down in pit. 16 minutes. Good Lord. All right, there's Hoppy. Hopping the curb.
Cute.
Yep, Dylan Dunford in the 8. He's sitting now 20th. See if this roll keeps going. 2 to go. Malone under 8. See if they can keep rolling here. Dylan Dunford might be under fire here by the 57, Thomas Walter.
Monteith is one you might not have seen tonight.
Well, we saw a little bit of the black and green car.
Oh, yes. Just for a moment.
Yep. I think you might be getting Monteith and Cody Dorsey mixed up a little bit there. Let's check in on Kai's. Kai's running down Cameron Thompson. Cody Height right behind him.
Into pits.
Malone down to 6 seconds.
Wow. Yeah, Cody Height took it in. Wow, these guys didn't quite make it. 2 to go. That's painful to have to go for gasoline.
I think Bird got caught up with some race traffic here. Because Malone was able to cut off 2.5 seconds.
Oh.
5.9. And still running him down. Wow. I thought we were about to have a big problem here.
Yeah, Patterson's the only one that I see that is a lap down. Is that who he was passing?
Yes.
Okay. That is our first lapped car of the evening.
That's still alive. Still out there on the track.
Agreed. There's different, to me, there's a difference between lapped and did not finish.
Whoop.
Oh. Don't do that. Come on, Kubikowski. Stay on the track.
Whoa, that sounded wild.
Wendy's is coming out with an orange cream frosty. I know that was off topic, but it said Wendy's on my screen. What do you expect?
All right. Definitely got to pass on that, as Jacob Malone would love to make the pass for the lead here.
And we have white flag.
Yep, white flag out. 6 seconds off pace here for Malone, but Malone coming away with the second place isn't bad. Right now, out in front of Ryan Patty by 10.5 isn't bad either. Right now, Vincent Arthur sits 8th. He did pit on 27, so he's still charging. Boy, 5.8. Still sawing away. Malone picking up pace, trying to figure out if he's got anything left for him. I don't think so. Aaron Krolick sitting in 7th. Right now, he's under fire here. Vincent Arthur wants one more spot.
He really has climbed over there.
Yeah, so far, so good here. Vincent Arthur trying to take a look at Krolick. Bird still remains out in front by 5.5 seconds. Oh.
Whoa.
One more time here. Ooh.
Oh, there you go. Now, sharp. You got him. Woo. Wow. I love it. These guys are racing right to the very bitter end.
Yeah, well, Malone's cut it down to now 4.2. Now down to 4 seconds, but just not enough time. And this is Ryan Bird coming to the race win here at the Circuit of the Americas.
Whoop, whoop.
Here it is, last turn, there it is. Wow. Ryan Bird coming away with the win. Jacob Malone, 4 seconds. All right, let's check in on Ryan Patty. Here he is.
I was going to say, Ryan Patty in for third.
Yep, we'll check back on Arthur and Krolick. As Kaliba's going to send it in the 5th with right behind Senchak, who finished 4th. Battle right now, Arthur coming up. Still making up some ground, 7th spot. And, yep, he sticks that turn. All right, Krolick will be 8th, Gunther 9th. Now we're going to reach back and see if we can find Dalton Tucker. Dalton Tucker in 10th. Wow, huge separation here. Cameron Thompson in 11th. Yeah, 10 seconds, but 51 off lead.
Yeah, now they're a little closer in the 15 to 20 marks.
Yeah, as we're taking a look here, this is Kai's. I'll stay out front of, in front of Monteith.
That's Height. And Smith? Yeah.
Yep. Smith, Kristen Berry, Matthew George. George looped!
Lordy, lordy, lordy.
No, Thomas Walter gets around him here. Right at the end.
Yep, that's why I don't put anything down on the paper until she crosses the line.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay. Dylan
Yes?
Dunford just crossed the line before Hoppy got there.
okay. We still need the talent. I think the talent actually just passed Conover.
Yeah, Connor took it back to the garage
Oh,
a little early.
oh. Wee.
Wow. Pretty decent race here, Stella.
Yes. Well, this is what a road race should look like with a nice full field.
Yeah, well, rather than everybody kind of chickening out there.
Well, a lot of times we see the road, the road courses and oh, I'm not good at road courses, so I'm not going to show up. And you end with 3 miles and 10 people. And it's like, that's kind of rough. So, but this was nice. We had action all over the place tonight.
Yeah. Not bad at all.
Well, our interview waiting room is full.
I don't know. We'll see if we can run these guys down here. Ryan
Do
Bird,
it.
Jacob Malone, Ryan Patty, 1, 2, and 3.
Tom Senchek, Dustin Kleba, Corey Harville, 4, 5, and 6.
Yep, Benson Arthur, Kralik, Gunther, and Tucker. Not bad. Let's rotate through the rest of our field here. Alrighty, Stella. What do we say before we get ready to find our guys? You're killing me. You're killing me. All right, guys, hold on just a moment as we get ready to see Ryan Bird, and we'll talk to him as he finishes this race in the number 1 position, and we'll be right back here in just a moment. Catching up with our third place finisher, Ryan Patty. Not 1 but 2 weeks in a row here. We find you here in the podium positions. Talk to me about this race. This is definitely a string of ups and downs for you here.
Yeah, I was I was definitely hoping for a smoother race here. It was a little hairy the last 15 laps or so. I was at the incident limit, so I couldn't put a wheel off. So I literally just tried to keep the car in between the lines. Thankfully, I was able to come away with a P3 there. After a splash and go, just barely made it.
Most of the incidents tonight for some guys, did that all kind of come into effect on turn 1?
It's honestly, turn 1's not that bad unless it's a restart, and it's just the way that this track is configured. Everyone just plowing up the hill, really, really sharp corner, and there's nowhere to go. I ran the league race here on Sunday night, and it was the same exact thing. You had the leaders kind of overshooting because they're anticipating people are gonna, be coming in hot behind them, and then eventually that happens in the middle of the pack and just causes a bunch of wrecks. So it's just a really difficult track, especially with a car that doesn't brake well and doesn't want to turn well when it's under braking.
It's-
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what you're gonna see is those guys just trying to make sure they don't get rear-ended, and there's no sense in having their race night ended. As you could see, Vincent Arthur was actually a victim, per se. We'll talk a little bit about that one restart. I believe it was you who shot off the track, and then came back on. Talk to me a little bit about it.
Yeah, I'm watching the replay now. It looks like I locked up the left front coming up the hill. Exactly what I was just describing, right? Leader, in this case, it was me. I was trying to outbrake the field to make sure I didn't get run over and ended up overshooting turn one. And then when I came wide, I tried to get in the gas and I was off the track there. Just spun the car around. And yeah, unfortunately, Vincent Arthur was the recipient of, I don't know how you want to say it, right? He got the worst end of the deal there. We both went to the back of the field after that and tried to make our way forward. And it looks like as we were going forward, next time we went back to green, we were making a lot of ground up. And in the hairpin, we went 3 wide there, and I was in the middle, kind of sandwiched the whole deal there, and he got turned around. So I feel bad. I owe him an apology. I know it's probably not going to mean much at this point, but he's not going to want to see the 56 car anywhere near him. I can guarantee you that. It just was a rough night.
Well, definitely any of those middle numbers. He's pretty uptight about here tonight, and really you weren't the only one who was folding his door panels in, but you were able to fix a lot of your damage before you came out. How critical is aerodynamics here?
It actually does make a difference. It's funny. This track has such it's so diverse. It's every sort of thing you could imagine for a racetrack, right? Long straights, high speed corners, tight corners, hairpins, elevation changes, right? So as much as the aerodynamics doesn't matter in those tight corners, it really does matter on the long straightaways. If you're missing a bumper or you've got the front splitter is pushed up, you're going to feel and you're going to lose a lot of time. So I had about a minute and a half of damage. I let the crew take care of that and get it fixed. And luckily I was able to catch the field just in time to get the green flag with a clean car for the last run there.
Man, oh man. Well, definitely difficult it was all the way toward the end. Stella, next race we are looking at Richmond Raceway, if I'm not mistaken. Confidence level heading back to a short track.
Yeah, confidence is pretty high. I like Richmond. It's it's one of those tracks where if somebody wronged you, they can definitely pay you back. So I'll try to play nice with the 24 here and let him know that none of that was intentional. And obviously, if I'm around him at all next week, I'll definitely give him plenty of room if he's faster than I am. But yeah, aside from that, I do enjoy running the track. It's pretty technical, right? It's definitely a little flatter, and for a short track, you got to be really conscious with the brakes and conscious with the throttle to not spin the rear tires and save your equipment. But yeah, the 56 Geico Toyota should be pretty fast next week. Hoping for it.
Shout out time.
Yeah, man. So Christian Snyder obviously sponsors our team here, or I should say is the team owner for Full Send Motorsports. So I appreciate him putting me in the car. We've got Adam Kulikowski, notably not a road racer, but had a really clean race tonight. Brought it home 21st, and Kevin Gunther coming home with a top 10 in his first race with the team. So overall, pretty good night for the boys. Shout out to my wife. I don't know if she's watching the broadcast this week again, but if she is, I love you, babe. And yeah, we'll be looking forward to seeing you guys next week.
All right, Ryan Petty, congratulations on the 3rd place finish, and we'll see what you got for us next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Mhm.
All right, that is Ryan Petty. Moving us on to Jacob Malone. Jacob Malone ended up almost there. Almost is not enough. Our 2nd place is where you finished here tonight. Jacob, what could we have done different tonight to come away with a win?
Not take tires.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, were you tuned into the broadcast during the race?
No, I was not. I was just racing.
Okay. I wasn't sure. That was something I had mentioned. If that was going to make or break somebody's race, whether taking tires or not, or when to pit. And definitely it was pretty funny because you came down pit the very next lap and you ended up taking tires. Definitely. If you hadn't have taken tires, would you have been door to door with Bird or kind of run off with this one?
Me and him were pretty good and decent and equal in the long run. The thing was that really kind of allowed him to close in a bit was me letting him catch a second on me the lap I pit because I was scrolling through my black box, deciding on whether to take tires or not. And the lap of fresh tires where I lost 4 seconds, 34 seconds alone on him because you can't drive on cold tires. It's impossible.
Yeah, I think we even watched you coming out of pit and you were sliding through the hairpin on one, just trying to get him heated up a little bit because there was nothing for him out there on the track. Man, well, we've seen how you do at the super speedways. We've seen how you do at road courses. Now it's time to see what you can do at a short track. Richmond,
I love short
Richmond's
tracks.
next, man. Kind of talk to me about it.
Well, I mean, I was fast at the Clash. There was that. So we know I have short track speed. It's going to be way bigger than the Clash. But I'm looking forward to it. I like Richmond, surprisingly. I'm not a big fan of super speedways. I really like, intermediates, road courses, and short tracks. So I feel like I might do good there. I'm not expecting me to win. Of course, we have Vincent and Josh and all that. Long run speed probably isn't going to be there, but I'm pretty sure I'll have some speed.
Sweet. Stella, anything to add?
No, we enjoyed the heck out of watching you guys go at it tonight. It was well done.
Yep.
Alrighty. Shout out time, brother.
My team owner, Joey Stats, thank you for letting me ride this amazing beer money racing machine. Shout out to my family, of course, and NORA for putting these races together.
All right, Jacob, let's get you back to your team and get ready to start practicing for some short track racing. We'll see what you can do next week.
All right, have a good one.
You too. All right, everybody, an awesome job there by Jacob Malone, and definitely a great kickoff there. But actually, I wouldn't say some of us we didn't bet against him, but maybe a driver we had possibly counted out here. Ryan Bird in the 49 Chevrolet coming away with the win. Ryan, you ended up in an early tangle up beginning of this race, man. How do we keep our head on straight starting from the back?
I didn't. I probably drove like a jerk for the first stage because I was just trying to get as many spots back as I could, and I was mad at who spun me, but looking at the replay, they didn't really do anything wrong. It's just turn one COTA things.
Oh yeah, of course. That's the only way it works, man. Either turn 1 or turn 11. Somebody's always got a full, send it down to the inside and send you facing the field. And a lot of drivers, not just you, were victim to that most of this night. Talk to me about kind of the entirety of this race and how we came down to the final few laps here.
It was a grind. Obviously, being stuck in 33rd or whatever, I didn't really get to just sit there and learn what the other guys were doing better. I obviously was lacking some pace at the start, and I was hoping to just sit behind the faster guys and learn the lines, learn what they were doing better than me, and have something at the end. And I just didn't get to do that until the last stage. And just strategy won the race, frankly. But Malone is so fast. I don't know. I just got lucky there.
Where's the lap traffic holding you up at all? Because he was off by 8.5, 9 seconds and then started reeling you in here right at the end.
Yeah, I don't know what the lap traffic was doing. The last 2 laps, last lap, whatever it was, the 91, I'm not sure what he's mad about, but sent it up my inside into turn 1 after letting me go. And then the other car just happened to spin out in front of me, and I had to slow down quite a bit for both of those. And luckily, it wasn't enough. I'm glad the gap was there for that shenanigans.
I think it's a possible mirror driving, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what was going through their head, but that's all right.
Well, it's definitely, if you had lost the race, it wouldn't have been all right.
No, it wouldn't have.
Okay.
Well, then I'd have to try to weigh the option between the two of you, whether you or Vincent Arthur's more mad here tonight. But you guys will be able to settle any kind of beefs you have at Richmond International Raceway that we've got up next week. Talk to me about, we come off a road course. We've seen the super speedways. Now it's short track time, man. A lot of guys pretty excited about heading there, but a lot of laps, a lot of close quarter racing. I mean, how do we not destroy each other in the process?
Oh, we will. It's Richmond's tough. It's so slick now, and the tires don't really wear as much as they do in real life. So we're kind of just gonna stay packed up, and the car doesn't handle great either. So there's gonna be a lot of sliding around and accidental contact over there, and then people getting mad and retaliating. So it should be a fun week.
Yeah, so that's what I was expecting to hear. Is they don't handle like they should, and you're not the only one. Everyone keeps saying these cars don't handle like they should, even with the new damage model, even with the new dynamic tire wear, and now we're dealing with weather. Have you seen any positives so far of iRacing kind of implementing anything on these cars?
On these cars, they've kind of been untouched. I mean, they've made some visual changes, but since they've come out, they've pretty much had the same tire model. It has its same issues, and it's good for some of us and bad for others. The rain has been amazing. Those of us that have gotten to play with the rain, it's really fun. I don't know if we're ever getting it on the NASCAR side, or if we want it on the NASCAR side, because if the cars drive like this in the dry, I don't really want to drive it in the rain.
That sounds good.
But I smell Chicago street being in the rain. That could be a nasty one. Heck, they did it in real life, and we saw how many drivers send it straight into the tires. So there was nothing left of that one. But we'll see what you got for us next week here, Ryan Bird. Give me a shout out while I got you here.
I only got one this week. Our good friend and teammate Dakota lost a buddy last night, so he wasn't racing with us. So thinking about you, Dakota. Hope you're doing all right. Hopefully this brought some enjoyment to your night.
Oof, man.
We send our condolences.
Yeah, Ryan Bird, congratulations on your win here tonight at COTA. We'll see what you can do for us at Richmond.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Oof. Boy, Ryan Bird, Jacob Malone, Ryan Patty, 1, 2, and 3 here. Fantastic run here all night, especially at a road course. And I've got to admit, it does make it 1,000 times easier, even from our angle, when there are that many drivers. And that should really tell you something about NORA. I've been broadcasting a good bit of leagues out there, and I've yet to see one have 32 guys show up, regardless.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, points are on the line for owners, points are on the line for drivers, points are on the line for teams. So I really like the way this one's built up, and it may be something that a lot of these other leagues out there, I think, may start taking a note of, put something down in the book, and save that for the next round. Anything to add here, Stella?
Nope, I look forward to Richmond next week, and I enjoyed the heck out of tonight. So see you then.
All right, Richmond, an excellent track, a little over 1 mile. I know they say it's like 1.3, but it's about just over a 1 mile track. Fantastic racing is what we're going to see. Guys using up all the track. Some of them trying to cut the track in half by staying only on the bottom. And we'll see how the tire wear definitely sets in for these guys, which should be just a fantastic race. I can't wait to see how that one goes at Richmond. Guys, you know where to find us. SimTracksBroadcasting.com or on YouTube. We'll have the links out there for you to find it. But from everybody at the National Oval Racing Association, Patrick and Stella here with SimTracks Broadcasting. Be well, be safe, be kind, and we'll see all you guys next time.